What if I told you that there are three fundamental questions that you need to ask yourself as an online coach, a consultant, an expert, an entrepreneur, a business owner to really be able to attract premium clients straight into your business consistently? Three questions. And it's taken me years to realize the importance of these questions, but I did not understand them before. I didn't. And because I didn't understand them, they ended up costing me a lot of money and a lot of time on sales calls with people that were not necessarily the right fit or ready to invest or ready to move forward. Well, it really comes down to messaging, honestly, and I say this with absolute truth. It really comes down to understanding how to message and how to create or how to build a message and how to create content that speaks to your right ideal person. Because what I see happening way too often is people being way too vague in terms of how they communicate to their audience. And, I do this kind of very broad thing and not going very specific. And that's not really attracting the type of people that you want to attract. And therefore, you're spending a lot of time and money and effort and energy filling up your email list or your followers on social media with people that aren't quite the right fit. They're almost the right fit, but they're not exactly the person that you're looking for or that actually is ready to invest or ready to buy the services that you're here to sell. So honestly, like I was saying, it comes down to messaging, but deeper than that, it comes down to you really truly understanding who your perfect ideal audience actually is. Because I really feel like that is at the core of the issue that most people have. They don't really understand who the person is. And these three questions will help you truly clarify not only who the person is, but how do I create content that speaks to these specific people in a way that really magnetizes and brings them in, okay? So question number one is, where in their journey does a person have to be ready to be your client right now? And again, there's a lot of considerations that need to be taken into account as you answer this question, because there is the financial piece, which is important, right? Like financially, where does somebody have to be able to afford a $2,000, $3,000, $10,000, $20,000, $100,000, whatever your program price is? They need to be in a certain place, right? But this question isn't only about where are they financially, it's where in their journey are they, in their journey to get to the solution. What's going on in their lives? What's going on internally? How does this, what needs to happen for somebody to actually be ready, not only to enroll in your program, but somebody to be ready to get results from the work that you're doing, right? Where in their journey does this person have to be? And the thing is that you have to be extremely honest with yourself when answering this question, because oftentimes we're like, well, I'm going to enroll somebody, or I'm going to sell my program to somebody that doesn't quite fit the bill, but it's easy money, or it's somebody that's ready to enroll anyway, so I'm going to enroll them. We want to avoid that. Ideally, I understand that sometimes we need to make money and there's things that we need to make work, and it is what it is, and it's part of your journey too. But ideally, we want to enroll people who are actually ready for us in every sense, financially, spiritually, mentally, in terms of their mindset, in terms of the time that can dedicate to the program. And maybe what you do is something that is really quick. It's a 10-minute program or whatever, like, I don't know, whatever it is that you're doing. But you need to still consider where in the journey does somebody have to be ready to enroll or more importantly, to be ready to get results from the work that we're going to be doing. So that's the first question that you have to answer. The second question that you have to answer is, what is the cause of the problem? So your audience right now is experiencing a specific problem. There's something that's going on for them that's making things worse, or that's caused, they want something and there's a problem that's going on. So what you need to answer for yourself is, what is the cause of the problem? What is the thing that is actually making this a problem, right? If they fix this one thing, then everything else, or maybe not this one thing, because I don't want to come across as like there's only one thing for everything. There's a lot of things, but this is the main thing that needs to be fixed, right? What is causing the problem? The reason why that question in particular is important for you to answer is that everything in your content should be geared around answering that question. What is the cause of the problem? The third thing that you want to ask yourself is, what is the thing that they're doing, or the way I would say it is, how are they try or how have they tried to fix the problem? That's it. How have they tried to fix the problem that is actually making the problem worse? So the solutions that these people have tried that are actually making the problem worse. So the reason why these questions and the answers to these questions matter so much is because they're going to really directly impact the content that you're creating, whether you're sharing it on your website, you're sharing it on social media, you're doing webinars, or you're doing videos, or you do whatever you're doing. You answering these questions correctly and effectively will impact the content that you create and will speak to the ready to invest, ready to go person, ideal high quality client that you want to attract. So take your time to really answer these really fundamental questions to be able to start creating content that speaks more to the right people. And if you want my help, go to readytoinvestclients.com, where I have a training where I walk you through this process in great detail. And I show you how to speak to the ready to invest version of your client, how to make sure that you're not repelling premium clients without even realizing. So go to readytoinvestclients.com and let me know in the comments below if this resonated with you, if this is making sense. And I can't wait to see you in another